Hey everyone, and welcome to the Pint Pals podcast. We invite you on this journey to explore the world of craft beer. Each episode, we'll take a new step into the craft beer world to help you find the best ones. We'll sample some beers, give our rating on them, and share some laughs along the way. So please join us, and remember, craft beer is for everyone.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pine Pals podcast. It is I, Lucas.
And my name's Nate.
And today, before we get into the episode, we have a very exciting announcement and opportunity for all of our listeners. We have been invited to host a ticket giveaway for the 2022 Columbus Seltzerland Festival on July 30th. Seltzerland will be taking place at Lower.com Field in Columbus, Ohio, and will feature 100-plus different seltzers, food, games, activities, swag, and unlimited Instagram photo opportunities. You know you will see me with my shirt off sitting on a giant can of seltzer at some point during this event.
I'm glad you still read that.
Of course I'm going to read that. This giveaway will present the winner with 2 tickets to the event. The giveaway will be hosted on our Instagram at Pine Pals Podcast and will end on July 14th. If you do not win the giveaway, we have another opportunity for you. You can still buy your tickets by going to seltzerland.com, and during checkout, you can use the promo code PINTPALS to get a 20% off discount. Even better than all of this, you will see us at the event.
Oh yeah, I'm super hyped for it.
I am
super
so excited for this event.
Do you want to let them in on what our goal's going to be at this event?
What do you mean our goal?
Well,
it's going to be to try as many seltzers as possible.
To try as many. You know, they flaunt that 100 plus in front of us. I feel like that's a challenge.
I feel
like they're personally challenging us when they say 100 plus.
Yeah, I think that they're flaunting themselves and giving us a number that they think we can obtain.
Yeah, if they say 100, it's like, oh, okay, there's a finite number. I'll just try everyone here. But when they're saying plus, it's like, I challenge you to beat this 100. I challenge you.
Now these are full 5-ounce pours, right, or something like that. Hopefully,
do the math.
So that's 500 ounces.
What's divided by 16? The normal 16 pint.
Yeah. What's 500 divided by 16?
I don't know. I'm not doing that math in my head right now. I'm sure there's a phone here. Well, while Lucas is looking up that information for us, I'm going to go ahead and introduce what we have for today's episode. So, myself and my wife, we just took a trip up to Maine. Well, we actually went to Ontario. Is it Ontario is where Niagara Falls is? Yeah. Yeah, we went up to Niagara Falls for a day. Then we went down to, oh my God,
that's 31 16-ounce pours.
31 16-ounce pours at about the average of 5% alcohol. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, you know what? It's possible. Anyway.
That means we have to do 7.8 samples
per hour. I think that's attainable. But anyway, then we went over to Boston, then we made our way up to Maine. Maine was our end point to go visit Acadia National Parks. And on my time there, we did a lot of brewery hopping, and I brought back some of the beers from the breweries that I tried. So I would say Lucas wants to name this Nate's adventure.
Well, yeah, you name all the other.
I also think it's also the New England area, so whatever you think it might be. But I never really knew about the New England area.
What do you mean?
I never knew that region
existed?
Of the United States was called New England. I never knew that. No.
Did you not take like 4th grade social studies?
Yeah, I did, but I guess I don't pay attention to that region. I always think of like the Midwest and then the West Coast and the South, but I never really I just think of it as East Coast. I don't think of it as New England region, I guess. Right? Am I wrong on that?
I guess you don't watch football.
I don't. But I know the New England Patriots as a team. So I figured since most of those states don't actually have a football team up in that area, they just go for the New England Patriots. Well, Maine doesn't have a football team, right? Does New Hampshire have a football team?
I guess.
Does Vermont have
I guess.
Yeah, like they don't have football teams that I'm aware of. But anyway, so beers that I brought back.
Wow.
Right? It's kind of weird to think.
Like New York has 3.
Yeah, New York's just been sucking them away from all the others. New York's just always has a lot of teams, I feel like. Right? Like soccer, or not soccer, but
soccer they have 2.
Soccer they have 2. Hockey they have 3. Football, you said they have 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what baseball is like, but
2.
2. That's a lot. That's a lot of professional sports.
Are you sure that
in one
they
state?
only have 3? They've got the Sabres, Islanders,
New York Rangers and Islanders. Yeah.
and the
3.
Rangers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so let's dive into this first beer because they've been sitting out. I don't want them to get any
Yes.
warmer. So this is from Atlantic Brewing Company in Bar Harbor. It's a blueberry ale, and what's interesting about this is they label it as America's original blueberry ale. So this is
Is it America's
it
original
is
blueberry ale?
original. It's from 1993, same year I was born. Was it 93 or 97? It's one of those. I want to say it was 93.
What year were you born?
Well, I was born in 93, but now 97 is popping in my mind. I'm thinking it was that. But I think it was 93.
So this,
Yeah, it's America's original blueberry ale.
so this beer is older than me?
Yeah. Well, not this specific can, but yeah, the blueberry ale itself and what they've been brewing it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so Maine is known for their blueberries. So literally,
Well, Maine
so
was
much.
known for their lobster.
Well, that too, but those are also separate categories. One's a fruit and one is a sea creature. So, so yeah,
And for those of you wondering, there is a lobster type beer out there.
yeah, and I tried it.
Yeah.
I tried. It was not great. I think it was good for the experience, but it was not great. Who makes that?
I believe it was Evil Twin because they did
Okay.
a surf and turf,
Yeah.
and one was brewed with artificial crab, and that was supposed to be the surf, and the turf was brewed with beef jerky.
That sounds gross.
It was.
With
It was
beef-
pretty gross.
All right, so yeah, Atlantic Brewing Company. I'm trying to pick up what I learned from them when I was there. I know they're very very interactive with the farms around there. So what they do when they're done with the water that they like use to clean the tanks afterwards, they clean the water with like a bacteria and then put it back out into I don't know, like a lake or something like that.
All of the water?
All the water that they use to clean out the tanks goes into a drain. They clean
Including-
it. They clean it with a bacteria. Not the water they're cleaning the tanks with is not bacteria containing. Is that what you're wondering about?
No, what I'm wondering is,
Yeah. So they take the water. They have a special bacteria that cleans the water, and then it is reused. The water's reused.
when I clean tanks, I use chemicals.
The bacteria, I guess, fixes that. I don't know. I don't know the specifics entirely. This is just based off what I was intaking as they were talking to me. I didn't go into further questions as to what that all meant. But yeah, no, they're really invested with the local farms and everything. So
This smells
it was a really cool
delicious.
experience. Yeah, it does.
I'm getting definitely blueberry on the nose.
Mm-hmm. One other thing, they're one of the only breweries out that way that I actually found that had a braggot. It was a honey braggot. It was delicious as well. I was gonna get that, but they only served four packs.
One
what was
blue
the-
to rule them all?
Is that what it says on the bottom?
Yeah.
Nice. What was the ABV on this? I did forget to read that. It's not very high. Not on there?
I'm not seeing it.
Okay. Well, anyway, let me see. I have it on the app here. It is 5.1%. All right.
Okay.
But yeah, smells like delicious blueberries.
And I do like the color on it because it has that kind of like
Just the slight
a
kind of color that
purplish.
you get from a fruit beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Smells really good. I've only had a sampler of this, so you're already diving in. Let's go.
I was mid sip and you were still talking, and I was like, "Oh shit! I guess we're not
I
drinking."
look
yet.
over at Lucas and he's already chugging the beer. What I like about this is that it's really smooth. Like it's a really light drink. And
It is.
You pick up on the blueberries right at the notes at the end.
Yeah, no, the blueberry flavor is definitely there in this beer. This is quite refreshing, honestly.
Yeah. I guess one of the things that surprised me, I think when I think of fruit and beers, I always expect this really strong flavor, but it's just a nice, subtle blueberry. It's not like in your face, super fruited. It's just a nice, like, perfect summer beer.
Yeah, no,
Like-
this is definitely a really good summer beer.
Like, I'm glad I picked up, I think I picked up like 4 cans of this, so I'm glad I picked up more.
Like, I don't want to compare it to like the Maine blueberry beer that I drink, but the bumbleberry from Fatheads,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
they're very similar. But this one has, I think, more of.
Would you say a richer flavor? Or I'm trying to remember my experience with bumbleberry because I haven't had it in a while.
I don't know. This one just feels a little bit crisper
Okay.
than bumbleberry, but
I could go for that. Yeah.
but no, the blueberry notes on this are absolutely delicious.
So one thing we need to remember to do is at the end of our podcast, we take all of our beers and we mix them. So whatever we have left, we just kind of mix them all into one cup and drink them all at the end. And I'm realizing this is going to be a gross one because we've got an ale, a stout, and a sour.
I'm not worried about it.
All right.
I'm
He's
not
not
worried
worried.
about it.
He feels confident. But yeah, something we do at the end of the show. But what we're going to do is we're going to move on to giving this beer a rating. And Lucas, I'm going to beat you to it. How do we rate our beers here on the Pint Pals podcast?
Well, here on the Pine Pals podcast, we use our very own system that we came up with. We call it the Pro Scale. And the Pro Scale is an acronym, and it stands for P, probably won't drink again, R, for regrettable, O is optimistic, S is satisfactory, and T is terrific.
What are you going to give this?
You thought I was going to stumble on that.
No. I feel like I've been listening to the podcast, and I feel like you always beat me to it, and I wanted to beat you to it this time.
Well, I beat you to it because
you
I
did.
don't want to stumble on it.
That's fair. What are you going to give this a rating for, Lucas?
I am going to give this rating. I'm going to give this one an S.
Yeah.
A fairly high S.
Yeah, I am the same way. I'd be more inclined to give it a. What would more incline you to give it a T? For me, it would just be. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, maybe just like more blueberry. Do you think? You think the blueberry was just a little too light?
No. I think the beer is all around a very good beer, but I don't know. It just didn't hit that
That's fair.
Tee box for me.
Yeah.
That's all.
Tee box. Is that what we're calling it now? The
That's
tee
what I-
box?
yeah, why not?
The T zone.
The T zone.
I'm on point today. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go with a high S on that. I think it's just incredibly smooth. You said crispy. I mean, I guess I kind of get crispy. But when
No,
I
I'm
think
not
of
talking about like crispy, like a Rice Krispie treat. It's just
no, I obviously knew you weren't talking about a Rice Krispie treat.
more
Thank
like,
you.
like refreshing
Yes,
crispness to it.
yes, I get that. I know what you were referring to when you said crisp. When I think of crisp, though, I think of what's the Thanksgiving one that your favorite?
What, the scrimshaw?
Yeah, that's what I think of crisp. I think of that, and also I think just a little bit more carbonation for this might make it a little bit more crispy.
Huh?
It did feel a little less carbonated. I mean, it's probably been in the can for a while, but am I wrong on that? Right?
It has a Best Buy date, so I don't know when it was canned.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, anyway, high S. I like it. It's good.
Speaking about cans,
Cans. Yeah, tell us, Lucas. What about cans?
at the brewery I work at, Crooked Can in Hilliard, Ohio, we have just finished our first day of canning and have successfully canned our High Stepper IPA and our Cloud Chaser Hefeweizen.
Oh, yeah.
So if
Well,
you're looking to
tonight,
pick
yeah,
up
but-
some 4-packs from the brewery now to take home with you, we now have that as an option.
And you guys are, I'm assuming you're sticking to just at the brewery for now? I'm assuming they probably have plans eventually to,
I don't want to speculate
but
on anything like
that's
that.
totally fair.
'Cause that is
it's
definitely
it's above your
that's-
pay grade.
That's not a Lucas question. Not a Lucas question. Lucas question could be like, hey, Lucas, when are you going to be cleaning that tank? And I'll be like, hey, I'm cleaning that today.
Well, congratulations to the Crooked Can.
Yes.
I'm excited. Yeah, you gifted me some of the high stepper, so I'm excited to take it home.
Yeah. And why did I gift it? Why did I gift it to you, Nate? Why did I gift it?
That's not important. Let's move on to the next beer.
That's not important.
It's not important.
It's not important. This is the episode a couple days before your birthday, Nathaniel.
Well, I mean, by the time this episode comes out, though, it'll be past my birthday.
It'll be past your birthday.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday, Nate.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll do a little cheers here for that.
Yeah, I'll do that at the end.
That's fair. All right.
Ugh.
I
heard
you heard the crispy
that sip go all the way down, man.
All right. So, this next beer.
Give me that peanut butter stout.
Yeah, so this is a peanut butter stout. It is 5.5% ABV, and it is from Airline Brewing Company. And this was something that we just kind of stopped by on a whim, and I was so glad that we stopped there. What was really cool about it, I don't know if you saw my TikTok video for it, but...
Wait a minute. You're on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok, right? Tabletop Brews.
Tabletop Brews?
Tabletop Brews.
Should everybody out there who's listening to this podcast follow you on TikTok?
No comment.
I think they should.
But anyway, I made a video, and it's really cool. And so you'll appreciate this since you went to Great Britain. Their entire setup was just very themed like that. I mean, it had a really pub feel just going into it. It was nice. Yeah, so I'm excited for this one. I had a stout from them. Not a stout. I had a IPA from them. It was just delicious. What?
So it's called Airline Brewing?
Yeah.
How come its logo isn't plane related?
I don't know. That is a good question. I haven't put any look into that. It does look like it's like a...
That looks like a buzzsaw blade or something like
that. Yeah, it does.
That.
I don't know the reasoning behind it. Here it does say, the original seal. Oh, this might give us something. Rural Maine Brewery, specializing in old world style beers and real cask ales, is an authentic pub atmosphere. The saw blade represents the historic Paul Bunyan Furniture Mill, where the brewery is located on Airline Road. Hence the name. Okay.
Hence the name.
So this is a sweet, light-bodied milk with a blast of peanut butter and chocolate flavors. Good all the time and perfect for dessert. And one other thing, I also like that they go by ABC, Maine, because I saw that on a lot of their stuff, and I was like, what is ABC? And I realized that's Airline Brewing Company. But one other thing that I thought was really cool that I like that they do is they have a mug program where you can purchase your own mug, and they keep it there on a shelf. And so when you come back in, they grab your mug from there, and they do it. I don't see a lot of places that do that. But
that's a traditional German thing.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it was really cool.
A Hofbrauhaus down in Columbus does it.
Oh, do they really?
And 14...
The other...
1487.
1487. Yeah, so I mean...
I also think Iced here does it.
Oh, really?
Or like they give people the opportunity, if you want to leave it there, you can. Like you're not mandated to leave it there.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, this place was really small to begin with. So like going down in the basement, you can see like it was just a wall with just wooden shelves with just all these mugs. And it was cool. I mean, it just had a really good atmosphere. But anyway, let's get, peanut butter stout. Let's move into this. Abby loved this one.
I am a big fan of peanut butter beers.
After that belching, oh man!
No,
you smell that roastiness?
Just in general, I love peanut butter beers.
Oh, I'm just saying after that belching, like that belching beaver was just like that solidified my love for this type of beer.
Oh my god, I can smell it.
Do you smell it?
Smells. It's gonna be delicious.
Amazing. Like that smell.
Did you have this one?
I had a little bit of it.
Oh.
A little bit of it, just so I could give it untapped rating. But this will be my first like full experience of it. I remember I loved the smell.
I love peanut butter beers.
Like you just get that roasty peanut flavor or aroma, and it just
smells like
straight up nuttiness.
I wanted to say like a. Like I'm getting like chocolate notes as well on the nose. Like not a peanut butter, like a peanut butter cup, but if they use like freshly made peanut butter like that day, like you open up a jar of peanut butter and just threw that on top of a Reese's peanut butter cup. God, this is delicious.
All right, diving in.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. It's really light.
It's very, very light.
Almost feels like a porter.
This is... I'm getting peanut butter up front, chocolate, and then it kind of just like...
See, mine's ending with the chocolate. I get that peanut butter up front, but like the chocolate notes like kind of just sit on my tongue at the very end with a little bit with the roastiness.
It's kind of like the consistency of like powdered chocolate milk, like how easy that is
I
to
have
drink.
never had powdered chocolate milk.
Oh, hello. My name is.
I feel
is
like we've
Lord
had
Nate,
we've
and
had this
I
conversation
shan't be
before.
having the powdered chocolate milk.
Do you mean no, hold on, let me clarify. Do you mean like the powder that you put into regular milk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was
fuck did you
thinking
think of
I
that?
don't know, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. Cuz there's powdered regular milks that you can like just mix with water and it makes the same thing as milk.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was, that you mix it with water and it was that. Now you're talking about like Nesquik powder, like you just scoop it and put it in. Oh, okay, yeah. I've had that. Yeah. No, okay. I thought it was the other way around. But you said that's what you're getting, that consistency is what you're getting, or
It's so light.
It is extremely light. Which is why honestly I would think it was a porter. If I were like blind to this, that's what I would assume it is.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love peanut butter beer, and I love drinking stouts in the summer.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. I think just since I've been on TikTok more, I see those people that just crap on drinking stouts in the summer. I'm like, I don't get that. I mean, sure, it's not the greatest, but you know what? If you want a stout, you want a stout.
Because they can't hang.
Can't hang.
These are also the same people who are like, "Ugh, bourbon barrel-aged stouts? No, thank you. I'd rather have an overly fruited sour."
Well, see, even just drinking like bourbons straight in the summer sounds awful. But I'm not gonna like crap on people for doing it. I'm not gonna be like, you shouldn't do that. I just don't think it sounds good. But hey, you know what? If you want to do it, you do it.
Hey, if they shit on me, I'll shit on them back.
There it is.
I'll shit on them twice as hard.
I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna stop. I'm trying my best not to compare it to the Belching Beaver because I loved the Belching Beaver because it had a thicker consistency to it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that this one's light kind of throws me off a little bit. It's got that lighter mouthfeel, so I'm gonna still go with the high S for this. I'm gonna go with a high S. I think just because I would want it to be just a little thicker. I don't want it to be as light. When I'm thinking of peanut butter, I want it to I want to think of the consistency of peanut butter, it being a little bit thicker.
Right.
And when it's that light mouthfeel, I'm kind of, it's good. It's really good, but
What's the ABV on this? Do you know?
I think it was 5.5 is what I said. Yeah, 5.5.
That's good.
Yeah, it's in a nice area for that.
I will say this. I understand why you gave it an S, but I am going to give this beer a T. This beer checks all the boxes for me on a peanut butter stout. It is definitely one of my favorite beers to drink. I love peanut butter. I think it is a great
You think you were a dog in the past life?
Probably. Great thing to add to any beer that has strong chocolate notes to it. And it's 5.5%. I was going to give it an S, but that 5.5 really, really nails it for me because like a Guinness is what, less than 5?
I think it was like in the 4 area.
I think it was like 4.8 or something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Stouts don't have to be these, like one and done type beers.
I associate them usually with Imperial.
I
most of
I
the
could
time,
have like
honestly.
2 or 3 of these, and if I was in like, you're right. You're right. Do I drink stouts in the middle of the summer? Sometimes, but is it always at night when it's cooler out? Yes.
I think this would be perfect for a summer stout.
This would be a perfect summer stout because you can have more than one of it, and I think it would go really well with a campfire. Having a s'mores in one hand and then drinking this in the other would be outstanding.
Yes.
So that's why I'm giving it a T, because it's a fantastic
Man.
summer stout.
You're gonna sway me, man. I'm gonna still stick with it. I just because I would like to have a little bit more, but I absolutely love this. I don't know, man. You're really swaying me here. I do think about the drinkability now. I'm gonna go with low T. I know you're
Don't feel
good.
pressured.
I know peer pressure, man. I'll stick with the high S, but I do love this. Like I would get more if I had the ability. I have 3 more cans, but I would have bought more had I known it was this good. All right, moving on to our third one here.
Yeah, our third and last beer of the show.
So this one I'm kind of in the dark about. This one I had just
What
a
are you
little,
talking about? It's well lit in here.
Oh, it doesn't matter because we're not doing video.
Hey-o.
So this is called Poppy's Moonship. Is a goza with raspberries, and it is from, I want to make sure I'm going to get this right. It's from Schilling Beer Company in Littleton, New Hampshire. And to be fair, the other ones were both from Maine. I don't know if I said that. I did. This, when we were looking for breweries in the New Hampshire area, when we checked in our hotel, the guy said, "Yeah, you gotta go to Schilling's. It's phenomenal." And he gave us some recommendations, even though we didn't get the recommendations of beer that he wanted or that he told us about. Because what is nice about this brewery is that they do European style beers, and they don't really do IPAs. They actually have a program where they're trying to get into IPAs, but they're heavily focused on European style beers. So when I went, I had a Czech Pilsner, which was absolutely delicious. And Abby had this and was recommended we get it. So let's try it. It's an ale brewed with raspberry, sea salt, and coriander. That's all I got from this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your time in the New England area?
I did. It was awesome. We did a lot of hiking. Probably one of my favorite hikes of all time took place up in Acadia National Park. We did Cadillac North Ridge Trail, and we started the hike at 1:30 a.m.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say?
Yep. So it was to go see the sunrise. So it's the tallest mountain in the area, and it's the furthest over. So you see the first sunset in the United States. The United States see our first sunrise that the United States see. And so in order to get there, you can either drive up, but you got to like get into the lottery system really quick to get a ticket to go up there, or you can hike up. And so we decided we wanted to hike up. And this trail was phenomenal. It was 2.2 miles at 1:30 in the morning to get up there at around like 4:15 to enjoy the sunset.
I would
sunrise.
strangle you. I would strangle you.
Dude,
if we're able to go back up to like, I don't know, Minneapolis or something, and you were like, I want to do this hike with you at 1:30, I would say, best of luck, sport. Go nuts. I'm gonna be sleeping.
Dude, it sounds like a lot, but it's cool out, so you're not sweating as much. It's a nice trail, and it's really cool because you can't see anything. There are no lights. The only light you have is the light that you're holding.
Sounds like a great way to get attacked by a mountain lion.
Well, there's not. We were actually the whole trip we've been looking for a moose. Like that was our one thing we wanted to see this entire trip. Never saw a moose.
You
never saw a moose. A live moose. Anyway.
Did you eat any moose?
No, is that a thing? I sure hope not.
God, I would eat a moose.
Anyway, yeah, it was phenomenal and is by far one of my favorite trails I think I've ever
I like
experienced.
eating animals that I know could kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet you do.
It's that,
You can rub it in their face.
yeah,
Yeah.
that power trip on
It's
the,
a power trip.
like I've had shark before.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I don't think I have. No, I don't. I can't remember if I have. I've had a lot of weird seafoods, but I don't know if shark was one of them.
What else have I had?
I'm afraid for you to say on the podcast what you've had. Anything illegal?
Like what?
I don't want to talk about it. Anyway,
Like what?
I don't know.
I got a guy.
Giraffe? Why are you thinking about that?
A giraffe couldn't kill me, so I wouldn't eat it.
You don't think it could neck you to death?
I don't think it would bend down
Far enough to get to you.
far enough to like bother with me.
He's too low to the ground. Nah, I'm good.
I would eat elephant.
Oh, dude, come on. Not the elephants, man.
I would eat one.
No, okay. We're moving on, man.
What?
That's too sad.
What? I'll do it on the pro scale if you want.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, sir?
That means we can put it on the company card. And
The company card. From the ad revenue that we're getting in from this podcast.
yeah, about me eating endangered animals. There's got to be some place in the world that I could go to eat endangered animals.
I can only imagine there definitely is, and we should probably not talk about this on the podcast.
Why not? I need a bear. I need bear.
I mean, I feel like bear is pretty reasonable, but like elephants are pretty high up there on the extinct
I
list,
said
right?
I would.
Said you would. That's pretty much the same. All right, let's do this beer here. The Schillings Beer Company
I'm gonna have like
Poppy's
the
Moon
FBI
Ship
knocking on my door. wanting to
goes
check
with
my fridge.
raspberries. It is 4.8% because I forgot to read that. Let's dive into this here.
Eat an elephant.
You're already drinking it. Okay.
Oh, jeez,
I mean, oh, geez.
that's good.
You say that like your eyes are about to water.
Well, I was a little bit more tart than I was expecting, but
Really? Mine must have fizzled out when you were busy talking about eating endangered species. Tart?
orca. I need orca.
Lucas is going to get his own spin-off.
Where I just list animals that I would eat. This
You
is
know-
like a.
I'm not getting like the real tartness like you reacted.
Really?
Maybe it was just your initial reaction, but I mean,
I'm getting tart on every sip.
well, I'm getting tartness, but I wasn't getting like reaction tartness like I felt like you were getting, but maybe that was just an initial reaction because we had been talking about other stuff. Tartness fizzles out really quick.
Yeah, this is. I'm
I'm gonna
getting
lie.
like a fresh raspberry jam from this almost. It's very jammy to me.
I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me a lot about your watermelon goza.
Well, it's a goza.
Yeah, but like it's got the same like I don't want to say lightness, but it's just really easy to drink. And it's got the very subtle but really good flavor of the fruit that's got in it. And that's what it makes me think of. It's like I'm not comparing it, but I am comparing it.
Okay.
Do
whatever you want.
I know, I do what I want. Yeah, it's just I get the same essence, just really smooth raspberry.
I think this beer is quite delicious and excellent idea to do during the summertime.
Did I just grab all summertime beers here?
Yeah, you did. and this is one of the few episodes that you've picked the full lineup for again. And I've enjoyed all of these beers, Nate.
Look at that. Nate gets an award at the
Yeah.
end of the year.
Good job.
I finally get to keep my job. Hey.
I don't know. On the rating, I'm gonna give it. You all right?
Yeah, it's a cough. I have something in my throat.
Oh,
I think it was the tartness.
is it good
got
beer?
me. That's what it is.
I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a T as well. This is very refreshing, tart, pleasant beer to drink.
I'm right there with you, and I think because I also have your Goza in mind, and I had that. That's like the highest T on my list. I know I'm like I'm a simp for your for your
You could have said big fan.
big fan simp.
You could have said standing.
I'm a simp for your beer. I'm a stand for your beer. You know,
That's
I'm in love with that watermelon Goza. And I get the same essence when I drink this. Just crispy tartness with just a nice smooth. That flavor just rides all the way through. That's what I'm getting. And so I'm gonna go with the T on this one as well.
Are you ready to?
Ready to mix the bad boys?
Yeah.
I am, unfortunately.
I don't like how I added the stout to it and immediately. You know what?
I was
With
too
the
low on
peanut
all
butter
of them,
flavor in this, maybe we'll get like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich beer.
Ooh, well, peanut butter and like raspberry jelly kind of
Yeah, because
vibe,
I think the raspberry is definitely going
but
to
also a little
overpower
bit of
the
blueberry. Yeah, I could see that just because of the sourness to it. I do got to think of a name for this, even though there is no real creative names for this. So let's just go with a PB&J. You good with that for a name for this one?
Or
PBR? PBR? Isn't that a domestic
Pabst
beer?
Blue Ribbon?
Yes. All right. This is the craft beer version of PBR. Here we are.
It's a peanut butter stout with a blueberry ale and a raspberry goza.
I want to point out this is all I have for cheers. So this
Well,
better be good.
that better be good for you.
This
then.
better be
I
good.
have options. You can have my blueberry one.
You smell it? The peanut butter and the sour, just shoot all over the place.
I'm also using my goza glass.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just getting. Oh,
I'm just getting the PB&J, but I get like the brightness from the raspberries. Goza
yeah.
sticks through. But I'm mostly getting that peanut butter stout.
I am mostly getting the peanut butter stout.
Did you mix that in last? Was that the one you
Yes.
poured on the top? Yeah. I could say a PB&J for that, or a PBR.
Yeah, I wish it had more of the raspberry coming through.
I get like a little bright jolt of it, but that's about it.
Want the leftover of my blueberry?
No, I actually enjoy this.
Oh,
this
okay.
is a good
Go
mixture.
nuts.
I know our last one was a good mixture as well. So, yeah, I'm good with this one.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to sit here and enjoy my peanut butter stout, though.
Sure you will. All right, so that brings us.
don't think we
to
gave
the,
our rating. No, we did. We both.
Yeah,
said
yeah,
T.
yeah. We both said T.
Never mind.
Yep.
I'm an
You want to
idiot.
give a rating for the mixed one?
No. I refuse to give ratings for that.
All right. As long as we don't get redacted by PBR, I think we're okay.
No, I think we're going to have a different problem, though.
All right. So this before we can actually do our cheers, we have to do our new game that we've been trying out, which is sip, chug, or pour.
Dump.
Dump.
Yeah.
Dump. Yeah.
Which sucks because I liked all of these beers.
And there's only 3, so you can't have that outlier that
that
just
you
sits
just
out.
clearly hate. That shit.
So what would be you always start. I'll go first. My sip would probably be wow, it is hard. The Goza. The raspberry Goza. I think that'd be my sip. What are you thinking?
My sip is going to be the peanut butter stout.
Really?
Well, yeah, I would sip on that and enjoy it.
That's fair.
I think we're going to have pretty much the same lineup for the. I guess never mind.
No,
won't.
because
There's
we
3
started off with different ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my chug would probably be the peanut butter stout.
My chug is going to be the Goza.
I just think that stout is easy to chug. Quite honestly, it'll go down smooth.
And
The blueberry was great.
I get,
It's
just
stuck
because there
with a
has
3.
to be a dump.
Has to be a dump. I'm sorry, Blueberry.
It's the blueberry, even though I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all these beers. These were good beers.
I'm glad. Makes me
you.
happy.
Thank you for bringing back these good beers for us.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do our cheers of the day. I know you said night in the last podcast, and it's weird. I think we got to think of a new name for this. Just our cheers section.
Yeah, just
a cheers. Yeah. All right. So this is our cheers section. Do you have any cheers that you'd like to?
Yeah, I got a couple. If you don't have any,
go for it.
The first cheers I have is going to be to you, Nate. Hope you have a happy birthday, and many more to come. So,
are you going to spend my birthday with me?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Probably. Not the whole day. I don't get 2.5 off in the middle of the year, so.
Yep, you're right.
2.5 months off in the middle of the year. So.
Well, I'm just glad that you're admitting that it's 2.5, not 9 months off.
Well, I don't know what you do during the week.
Jeez. All right. Do you have another cheers?
Yeah. Do you have any?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I do. It's for my wife. Because my wife is the one that planned this entire trip and where we went and everything else. So I'm gonna give a cheers to Abby for planning this trip.
Isn't that what Abby likes doing though?
Oh, Abby loves planning trips. And just
making PowerPoints for trips.
PowerPoints. That's where I get the PowerPoint for the bachelor party. Yeah, I got the skills from her. So cheers.
You should do a Prezi.
Dude, putting those together is a pain. I get anxiety putting Prezzies together.
I loved it when people would do Prezzies because I'm like, oh yes, my squirrel brain is gonna love this.
Right? I can actually pay attention better.
It moved to the right differently.
We're going way back there now. Whoa, now we're back at the beginning.
Learning is fun.
And I don't know if you're going to do this cheers, but I'll go ahead and start to mention it to Seltzerland.
Yeah, that was going to be my other cheers.
Yeah. Cheers to them. And Lucas is going to be hopefully doing a podcast with them, one of their representatives. Or I might be there too as well, depending on my vacation. But cheers to them for giving this awesome opportunity.
Yes.
We're excited to be there. We're going to drink a lot of beer.
A lot of
we're not going
to drink a goddamn beer, Nate.
And we're not going to drink anything. We're going to be sober the whole time. We're just going to meet and greet people.
And don't forget, we're doing the giveaway on our Instagram. That's at Pine Pals Podcast on Instagram. And for those of you that don't win the contest, don't worry. You can still use the 20% off discount code at seltzerland.com use code PintPals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything else?
Honestly, I feel like we should do this. Cheers to Alex.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Our buddy Alex is gonna kind
of.
He's a marketing pro, so he's gonna kind of help us with setting up this giveaway.
And I will also mention, I think it's hilarious that you and I are both raising our glasses,
even though
when
there's
we're no video on this.
I know. I kept thinking that. I was gonna say something. I was like, why are we raising our glasses right now? It's hard already with these arms in the way, but yeah. So I think that brings us to the end of an episode. Other than cheers, well, we did the most important cheers we totally forgot right now. Is to all our viewers and our listeners.
Oh, yeah.
How did we forget that? We've been doing too
we
much.
did it on the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm still gonna raise my glass too because in spirit they're imagining us raising our beers. Beers, yeah. Cheers.
All right, and that brings us to an end of another episode of the Pine Pals Podcast. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.